Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. 2 days in a row. You know that's going well when I'm doing that at the moment. But anyway, today I wanted to talk a bit about goalkeeper tips and distribution because it's something that I've really been working on the past few FIFAs, and I'd like to say it's one of my standout attributes as a goalie. And I definitely think it plays a part when you come to trial for a VFL team. If you're confident on the ball, if you know how to distribute correctly, then I think a lot of teams will consider you sometimes, because it's not always about shot stopping. VFL, you want to get on the ball, you want to switch the play out, and as a goalie, you're kind of one of those main defenders. You're an extra player. It's obviously something we're seeing a lot more in modern football at the moment, but there's different ways you can do so. So obviously you can do your A and your RB and A. So your RB and A is your driven pass, which obviously goes faster. So if you're passing it to a guy that's further away, RB and A is the one to do. Normal A is for short passing. You don't really want to do Y as a distribution technique, really. LBY sometimes works if you've got the ball in your box and you want to try and play it back up to your strikers. As you've just seen on screen, that pass right there was an RB and X. That's a driven pass. So it's kind of like a one that's off the ground, but it stays pretty low. It comes into that under their hip height, so they can control it with their feet. It works really nicely if you want to get a ball out to somebody very quickly, or you want to drive it to them. But goal kicks, you obviously just want to aim for the wings mainly, unless you've got a short option on. In VFL, some teams like to come short so they can keep the ball, but just try and get one of your wingers to drag out wide, because that's normally what I do. Using normal X or LB and X kind of gives you a sort of like a higher up ball, like a ball off the ground. It's kind of like your typical distribution. You want to use B if you're panicking, like if the ball comes back to you quickly and you want to get like your feet, press B, it'll kick it anywhere. It doesn't matter where it's going to go. It goes just wherever. It kind of gets the ball away. But RB and X out of your hands gives you like a driven ball. It's kind of like the side volley one that everybody loves at the moment. It's one of my main ways to do it. That's the one I use most of the time, and it sometimes goes behind the defenders really nicely. It goes out to your wingers really nicely. I don't use normal X from goal kicks or out of the hand ever. I sometimes use B if I want to get the ball really high up and their defensive line's quite deep, because then it puts the ball right onto their defenders and they've got to really panic. But most of the time, out of hands, like you see here, RB and X, it gives you that nice driven ball, and then it goes to your strikers. You can control it down, make the play through, and either score a goal, work the play forward and whatnot. And it just works really nicely. But they're kind of the main ways to distribute. But just practice your distribution. No matter what happens in a game, just focus on distribution. Like if you want to focus on it, then just have a few games where you go into a cup match and you just try different things. Don't worry about conceding goals, anything. Just play like you want and just try and get on the ball as much as possible. And just get your any or whoever it is, your friend, just to pass it around to you and just get you into your feet, because it's good. It's a good thing to have, and especially, like I said, VFL teams definitely consider that. I think these days, when it comes to playing in games, you can switch out play really nicely. You can find options. It's just, it makes your defenders feel a little bit more at ease, and it's just something that I've been focusing on. And I'd like to say that I can do really well when it comes to a VFL. Obviously, sometimes you've got to kind of just clear the ball, but you do have times where you can pick out a pass, and I like to say that I can do that. But if you guys want me to go in more depth with certain balls, then let me know. But I just want to make a quick goalkeeper tips video today. Just talk about the different ways of actually how you could distribute. Like here is an LBY. It goes absolute miles sometimes. It just plays it deep for your striker to head down. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And again, thank you for 30,000 subscribers. And I will see you in the next video coming very soon. Hopefully some VFL training with Dortmund. See you soon.